Everybody please stand. All right, we're ready to get into the show here. There, we need to change that. Bale? Okay. Okay, we just got him down there twice. That's. Bill Lance, they've got you in there 2 times on that one pad there. Okay, this class is sponsored by Powell County Court Clerk Sherry Bowen and deputies. Carl Wells, Wells Funeral Home, Stanton and Clay City, Kentucky. And your judge for this class will be Mr. Cordell Bingham. Looks like we still got mules coming in the gate up here. Gonna have a number 1 is number 50, Josetta, owned by Michelle Ferris. and showed by Michelle Ferris. Number 2, second place, is number 74, Bell, owned by Bill Lynch, showed by Bill Lynch. Third place, number 175, Blizzard, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, shown by Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. Fourth place, number 60, Joe, owned by Cordell Bingham, showed by Danny Bingham. Fifth place, Trixie, Silas and Judy Cleaver, shown by Silas Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. Sixth place, number 40, Charcoal, owned by Bill Moreland and showed by B.J. Moreland, Stanton, Kentucky. And we thank you for an awful pretty class. Our ribbon and trophy girl here today is Miss Helen Froman. She's from here in Stanton, Kentucky, and doing a good job. Judge, there's your class. What do you want them to do? We got a winner. The winner in class number 2, the color class for donkeys, we got first place is number 175, Simon's Glen Spot, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, shown by Betty Overly from Paris, Kentucky. Second place, Candyman, number 61, owned by Jim Eubanks, Bethel, Ohio, shown by Sabra Loman. Thank you, exhibitors, for a beautiful class. He's protesting because he's the raffle mule. He don't want to leave here. But that number 40 mule is the one you'll be buying tickets on down there. We'd like to remind everybody that the donkey store is open. And they're down at the blue truck and trailer with the big pants hanging up. Now, I don't know where that's at. Wave at me. Okay, I see you over there. Over here with the, just right in front of the registration tent here, you'll find them by the big bloomers are hanging on the line there. They got all sorts of donkey and mule paraphernalia, hats, belt buckles, calendars, and anything else you might want for a mule down there. Owned by Bill Moreland, showed by B.J. Moreland, Stanton, Kentucky. Second place, 41, Nutmeg, owned by Bill Moreland, showed by Jerry Jordan, Stanton, Kentucky. Third place, number 175, Inky, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky, and shown by Betty Overly. Okay, class number 4, 1989 Donkey Foal. We got one entry. Number 62, Crockett, owned by Jim Eubanks, Bethel, Ohio, shown by Jim Eubanks in Bethel, Ohio. and he gets the first place trophy. Come on up here.
I'm sorry.
Where do you buy them green hats out there, Mr. Eubank?
I like that one. That one's cute. He's so fuzzy. I don't want to do that.
Okay, this class is sponsored by Meadows Golf Course in Clay City and Hardee's Restaurant in Main Street in Stanton, Kentucky. Class number 5, yearling mule, is number 60, Rhodey, owned by Danny Bingham and shown by Danny Bingham, Tyner, Kentucky. Number 2, second place, number 74, Babe, owned by Bill Lynch and shown by Bill Lynch in Tyner, Kentucky. Third place, number 72, Kate, owned by Henderson Deaton and shown by Gary Deaton, I assume, Campton, Kentucky. Fourth place, number 64, Sue, owned by Henderson Deaton, shown by Scott Deaton, Campton, Kentucky. Fifth place, number 57, Applejack, owned by Mike. To remind you all that number 51 out here, this 1-year-old Jenny is for sale. And you can see Larry or Sue Corbin. She gets out of the ring there. Why, try to buy that Jenny from her. It is for sale, number 51. Looks like the judge has done his deed here now. We're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to announce the third place first and work our way up to first. Okay. Third place, number 175, Josephine, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, shown by Betty Overly in Paris, Kentucky. Second place, number 51, Raven Cove Maggie, owned by Art Corbin, shown by Susan Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. In the first place, the winner, number 67, Shadow, owned by Silas Cleaver, shown by Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. Okay, when we have the drawing down there, when we have the drawing on the mule and on the print, we were going to take those tickets and put them all in a box. And we're going, when we draw them out there, we'll have a winner of a mule and a winner of that print. We'll also have a winner for $5 worth of gas at Donald Boyd's Chevron station here in Stanton, Kentucky. Collier horse mules from 46 to 52 inches. Third place, number 175, Blizzard, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, and shown by Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. Okay, you also can buy this one now when she goes out the gate. That is for sale. Second place is number 50, Josie, owned by Michelle Ferris and shown by Michelle Ferris, West Alexandria, Ohio. First place, number 79, Kit, owned by Roger Bartley and shown by Roger Bartley. Thank you for a nice class there. Sixth place, number 65, Lady May, owned by Silas Cleaver and shown by Michelle Maddox. Fifth place, number 74, Belle, owned by Bill Lynch and showed by Bill Lynch. Fourth place, number 87, Kit, owned by Sid Stewart and showed by Sid Stewart. Third place, number 86, Peg, owned by Sid Stewart and shown by Mr. Hill. Second place, number 78, Mandy, owned by John Bowman and shown by John Bowman. And first place, and your winner, is number 77, Jane, owned by Kenny Schaus and shown by Kenny Schaus from LaRose, Kentucky. I'm going to tell you, Judge, that's a mighty pretty class of mules right there. Your winner, number 71, John Cougar Muhlenkamp, Jessica Stamper, Mount Sterling, Ohio. And shown by Alice and Keith Alt. Number 66, Trixie. Silas and Judy Cleaver are the owners, shown by Silas Cleaver. Number 68, Clementine, owned by Silas Cleaver and shown by Silas Cleaver. Okay, now that 66 Trixie mule is going to be shown by Silas Cleaver III. I made a slight mistake there. Number 82, Lucille, owned by Tim Gayhart and showed by Lori Gayhart from Winchester, Kentucky. Number 58, Bonnie, owned by Penelope Woodyard and shown by Penelope Woodyard in Warsaw, Kentucky. Number 59, Babette, owned by Tom Woodyard and shown by Tom Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky. Number 85, Pete, owned by Jim and Sharon Cable, Campton, Kentucky, and shown by Jim Cable. Number 142, Ethel, owned by Ricky Davidson, Sand Gap, Kentucky, and shown by Ricky. Number 89, Barney, owned by Hasbro Hall and shown by John Lee Hall from Raven, Kentucky. Number 88, Honey, owned by Ray Boland and shown by Ray Boland, Garrett, Kentucky. And that's your class. Okay, while we're waiting on this class to be judged, it is a big class. You might want to go up the concession stand there and get you a cold Coca-Cola or a Pepsi-Cola up there and sit back and enjoy the show. They do have hot dogs, hamburgers. A horse mule over 52 inches. Saddle mule. Sixth place. Number 70, Midnight Blue, owned by Alice and Keith Hall, Chillicothe, Ohio. Fifth place, number 66, Trixie, Silas and Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. 88, Honey, owned by Ray Boland from parts unknown, Garrett, Kentucky. Third place, number 50, Moonshine, owned by Michelle Ferris from West Alexandria, Ohio. Second place, number 58, Bonnie, owned by Penelope Woodyard from Warsaw, Kentucky. In your first place, and your winner, number 82, Lucille, owned by Tim Gayhart, shown by Lori Gayhart from Winchester, Kentucky. I'd like to thank you exhibitors for a mighty fine class. Good looking class of mules. Okay, class number 12, Miniature Jacks, 36 inches and under. The winner is number 175, W.O., owned by Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. 36 to 52 inch Genets, 2 years and older. Second place trophy, number 52, Raven Cove Lucy, owned by Art Corbin and shown by Shelley Corbin from South Salem, Ohio. First place, number 175, Bonnie, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky, and shown by Betty Overly. I'll start giving you a little more time for your tack changes back there. You need to hire you a new pit crew down there and have them ready when you get down there. Okay, class number 14, 36 to 52 inch jack. Your winner, wait a minute, let me back up. Your second place is number 175, Poncho, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. First place, number 53, Raven Cove Geronimo, owned by Art Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. Anybody that's not bought those tickets on that mule now, we got a mule colt down there, 3.5 months old. We're going to raffle off in one of these earlier classes. Them tickets $1 a piece or 6 for $5. You can't beat a bargain like that today. Class number 15, Gildan Donkeys, 36 to 52 inches, 2 years and older. Third place, number 54, Raven Cove Ike, owned by Art Corbin and shown by Kathy Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. Second place, number 61, Bubba Weatherspoon, owned by Jim Eubanks and showed by Sabra Lohman from Bethel, Ohio. First place, and your winner, number 62, Candyman, owned by Jim Eubanks and showed by Jim Eubanks from Bethel, Ohio. I believe the green hat's what done it. Wholesale Jewelry Outlet, Mendel Tipton, owner. I'll tell you, either one of them would look good down at London, Kentucky. I believe I saw Mr. Blankenship easing around out there somewhere a while ago. He's probably up here wanting to buy one. Number 175, Simon's Glen Spot, owned by Larry and Betty Overly and shown by Betty Overly. First place, number 69, Joe, owned by Larry Deaton and shown by Larry Deaton. Okay, class number 17 is sponsored by Alton Hughes, Republican candidate for magistrate in District number 5. 51, Lisa, Jim Eubanks, Bethel, Ohio, shown by Sabre Lohman. Second place, number 62, Margot, owned by Jim Eubanks, shown by Jim Eubanks, Bethel, Ohio. First place, number 175, Judith Carroll, owned by Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky, and shown by Betty Overly. Now I'm going to tell you people something. There's a whole lot of jacks out yonder in the country that won't match up to that.
He said you had a pretty good job of starting the horse connection, but he said whenever you get one of these and started, then your job set up. But it can be done. Real easy.
I'd say they all don't stand that still when you bring them out of them pins down there, do they? Looks like you've done a good job of training that one. Okay, winner, class number 18, Adopt-A-Burro class. Number 53, Raven Cove Geronimo, owned by Art Corbin, shown by Larry Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. And a pretty good jack he is, I'd say. 52 inches and under. Look like they're a little thin there, Judge. It's the only thing I see wrong with them. Needs to feed them a little better. Feed them now. Joe and Jim, owned by Cordell Bingham, shown by Danny Bingham, Tyner, Kentucky. Number 77, Jane and Sue, owned by Kenny Schaus, LaRose, Kentucky. There's your class, Judge. Okay, take them all the way around. The judge wants to look at them. Best match pair of mules over 52 inches. Fifth place, number 68, Clementine and Lady May, owned by Silas and Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. Fourth place, number 58, Bonnie and Babette, owned by Tom and Penelope Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky. Third place, number 60, Joe and Jim, owned by Cordell Bingham from Tyner, Kentucky. Second place, number 77, Jane and Sue, owned by Kenny South from LaRose, Kentucky. First place, and your winner, number 78, Mag and Mandy, owned by John Bowman, Boonville, Kentucky. We thank the exhibitors for a good class. 21, best match pair of donkeys, Shadow and Bubba, owned by Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky.
Bill Gilbert is the new owner of the Powell County Feed and Farm Supply, Highway 15 in Clay City. Bill said he would turn gray a little bit later on. He's a pretty little fella right now, ain't he? The 52 inches and over. The second place winner is number 77, Jane, owned by Kenny Schaus, LaRose, Kentucky, and shown by Kenny. Oh, that's the model mule. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Ask Bill.
78.
Okay, 78 is the model then. Yeah, bring both of you. Just stay up here. Number 78 is which one is that? Mag or Mindy? That's Mandy. I said Mindy. Mandy. John Bowman, Booneville, Kentucky, and then number 77 is Jane. Kenny Schaus, LaRose, Kentucky. How about a big hand for them? And that's where you'll find him most of the time, outstanding in his field. Mr. Bill Moreland from Bowen, Kentucky. Give him a big hand. Model and Reserve Mule, 52 inches and under. Also, the winner of this class gets a bag of Mana Pro feed given by Bill Gilbert, the new owner of the Powell County Feed and Farm Supply in Clay City, Kentucky, on Highway 15. Powell County Feed and Farm Supply is the sponsor of this class also. That's Powell County Feed and Farm Supply in Clay City, Kentucky. That's where you'll find all the Mana Pro feeds and the Sweet Licks, blocks, and minerals. Powell County Feed and Farm Supply, Highway 15 in Clay City. You folks go down and pay him a visit. The next time you're looking for some horse feed or some mineral blocks or anything like that, he's got it. And it's got great prices on it. Okay, the second place, the reserve mule, is number 71, John Cougar Muhlenkamp, owned by Jessica Stamper of Mount Sterling, Ohio. And the winner, of course, is number 79. This is the model mule, number 79, Kit, owned by Roger Bartley of Easdale, Kentucky. A big hand for him. And Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. And also a number 175 WO, owned by the same people, Larry and Betty Overly, Paris, Kentucky. Number 53 is Raven Cove, Geronimo. Art Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. Number 62 is Candyman, owned by Jim Eubanks, Bethel, Ohio. Number 69 is Joe, owned by Larry Deaton of Easel, Kentucky. And number 175, again, we've got three number 175s in here, look like. Judith Carroll, owned by Larry and Betty Overly of Paris, Kentucky. This is Model and Reserve Donkey, class number, well, I don't believe it's got a class. I think we're going to have to get a lot more rocks up here to hold this stuff down. It ain't going to rain, don't worry. Yeah, it is, ain't it? Model and Reserve Donkey is sponsored by Ted Holbrook, Holbrook Implement. They have Vicon and Bush Hog dealer in Campton, Kentucky. Ted Holbrook from Holbrook Implement, Campton, Kentucky. Now the winner of this class will receive a Sweet Licks mineral block from Powell County Feed and Farm Supply. Bill Gilbert, the new owner of the Powell County Feed and Farm Supply, Highway 15 in Clay City, Kentucky. The reserve, second place, is number 53, Raven Cove Geronimo, owned by Art Corbin, South Salem, Ohio. And the number one, the model donkey, is number 69. That would be Joe, owned by Larry Deaton of Easel, Kentucky. How about a big hand for him? We're going to take a short intermission somewhere along there. He's the fellow out here that's got the pink shirt on. So he's going to be your judge for this afternoon. How about giving him a hand so he'll do a real good job? Mr. Slick Connors. Class number 22 is sponsored by Creative Cut Barbershop. That would be Debbie Pilfrey and Melissa Moreland for you. You go by Creative Cut Barbershop on Breckenridge Street in Stanton, Kentucky. The sponsor for class number 22, which is the Pee Wee Showmanship, 10 years and under. Now the next class coming up is ladies driving class, mule or donkey, single or double. So you all be getting ready. Class number 23, you'll be getting them ready now because we're going to try to move it along just as fast as we can this afternoon. During intermission there, we were tuned into WSKV Radio 104.9 on your FM dial. Anytime that any of you from out of the county or around, anytime you're in this area, be sure and tune it in. 104.9 FM WSKV. You'll hear country music 24 hours a day. You'll hear a lot of bluegrass music and bluegrass gospel music on WSKV. So anytime that you're in the area, and of course the local people, you be sure and keep your radio tuned to 104.9 FM WSKV in Stanton, Kentucky. Mr. Bud Parks is the fellow in charge of things up there. Rebecca. And the first place winner is number 71, John Cougar Muhlenkamp, Jessica Stamper from Mount Sterling, Ohio. Big hand for them, would you please? Some mighty pretty young ladies here. Number 70 is Midnight Blue, Alice and Keith, is that Alt? Chillicothe, Ohio. Number 83 is Susie, and that's owned by Jean Allison of Arvin, Illinois, driven by Sandy Faulkner. Number 75 is Mandy, owned by Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky. Number 80 is Bridget, owned by Billy Hunt of Wallingford, Kentucky, and driven by Flora Pennington. Understand that there will be a slight delay on this on account of a tack change. So y'all go ahead and just go around the arena, and we'll get them back. We'll get them all here just as quick as possible. Class number 23, the ladies driving class, mule or donkey, single or double, is sponsored by Bud Parks, WSKV Radio, which I've just been talking about here, high atop Furnace Mountain. Times, the weekly newspaper for Powell and surrounding counties, the Clay City Times. Take them back to walk. Would you walk them, please? Walk. Put them back to a walk once again. Walk, please. Walk. The sixth place winner is number 71, John Cougar Muhlenkamp, owned by Jessica Stamper of Mount Sterling, Ohio, and shown by Jessica. Here she comes. Number 5, the fifth place winner is number 83, and that would be Susie, owned by Jean Allison of Arvin, Illinois. And number 80, Bridget, Billy Hunt, Wallingford, Kentucky, driven by Teresa Havens. The third place winner is number 75, Manda, owned by Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky, and driven by Sheila. The second place winner is number 70, Midnight Blue, Allison Keith Alt of Chillicothe, Ohio, driven by Alice Alt. And number 1 would be number 63, Ted and Jane, Bruce Baker, Route 2, McKee, Kentucky, driven by Bonita Baker. A great big hand for them, would you please? They did a fine job, don't you think? equipment for any indoor or outdoor event, talent shows, beauty pageants, and county fairs. And by the way, Spectrum Sound is furnishing the sound for this goings on here this afternoon. Mr. James Dennis Jr., the fellow standing squatted down out here in front in the green blue cap. Bimbo Reed are videotaping this year's Mule and Donkey Show here, which is going on right now. And if anyone would be interested in buying a videotape of the events, you get in contact with one of these fellows, and they'd be more than glad to sell you one of them for a nominal fee. Contestant number 59, Tom Woodyard, riding his mule Anna, portrays a United States cavalry captain during the era of the Indian Wars in the western United States. He is riding a McClellan saddle and carries the 1860 cavalry saber and an Army Colt revolver. While most people think the mule's only contribution to the United States Army was as a pack animal, the fact is that mules also played an important role as mounts for the U.S. cavalrymen. Due to a shortage of horses. Now riding number 58, Penelope Woodyard, riding her mule Bonnie, portrays George Washington as the gentleman farmer surveying Mount Vernon astride one of his prize mules. A little known fact about George Washington is that he enjoyed Jessica Stamper, Mount Sterling, Ohio, and ridden by same. Number 59 is Anna, that's Tom Woodyard. Penelope Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky, ridden by same. And number 75, Mandy. Sheila Bryant, McKee, Kentucky, is the rider and owner. And number 88 is Honey, and that's Ray Boland of Garrett, Kentucky, and shown by Ray. Bring them around and line them up in front of the grandstand, please. And John Sayers on the board of directors of Clark Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation.
Get up. Bruiser, get up. Get up. Get up. Stay now. Stay.
Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky. And for a crowd pleaser, it would be number 51, Raven Cove Lucy, and that's by Art Corbin of South Salem, Ohio, and shown by Susie, Polly, Andrea, Shelley, and Rebecca Corbin. That would be your crowd pleaser. And for the funniest in this class would be number 75. That's Mandy, Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky, and shown by Sheila. And would all the rest of you please come around for your participation award. Thank you all very much. A big hand for them, would you please, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of work went into this. Lowman. Number 52 is Raven Cove Lucy, owned by Art Corbin of South Salem, Ohio, and shown by Shelley Corbin. And number 54 is Raven Cove Ike, owned by Art Corbin, South Salem, Ohio, shown by Kathy Corbin. And number 64 is Barney, and that's owned by Henderson Deaton of Campton, Kentucky, and shown by Jacob Deaton. And number 89 is Barney Haskell Hall of Raven, Kentucky, and shown by John Lee Hall. Number 174 is Bonnie, owned by Larry and Betty Overly of Paris, Kentucky, and shown by David Sleet. Another sponsor for this afternoon's Mule and Donkey Show is Trademore Tire Service in Mount Sterling, Kentucky. They're on the Mount Sterling bypass. You'll get complete automotive service. They have Goodyear tires and on-the-farm tractor tire service. That's an important feature. If you're out on the farm with your tractor and you have a flat tire, you can't get in your tractor and run over to this place. You just call them. They'll come right on out, fix that tire, or put a new one on for you. That's Trademore Tire, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, on the Mount Sterling bypass. Telephone number 498-3265. Write that down somewhere. You might be in need of that sometime. Trademore Tire Service in Mount Sterling, Kentucky. Showmanship. Fifth place is number 154, 174. The fifth place winner is number 54. No, 174, excuse me. The fifth place is 174. That's Bonnie, owned by Larry and Betty Overly of Paris, Kentucky, shown by David Sleet. Fourth place is number 54, Raven Cove Ike, owned by Art Corbin, South Salem, Ohio, shown by Kathy Corbin. Third place is number 87, Barney, owned by Henderson Deaton of Campton, Kentucky, shown by Jacob Deaton. And the second place is number 50, Joseph Michael Ferris of West Alexandria, Ohio, shown by Michael. And number 1 is the horse number 61, Bubba Witherspoon, owned by Jim Eubanks of Bethel, Ohio, shown by Sabra. And there you have your junior showmanship class. A big hand for them, please. Come on, you can do better than that. Make a little noise for them. They put a lot of work into this. That's a little bit better. Thank you. Thank you. Let me explain this class number 33 coming up here this afternoon a little bit, and maybe it'll make it a little bit more interesting to you. It's called Drunkard's Paradise. Now, the object of this thing is there will be a rider in the saddle, and of course one rider behind him. Now, the one in front the judge wants to see him canter. Clash. And that clash is the English pleasure clash. The fourth place winner, number 91, Clarabelle, owned by Dallas Osborne Jr. of Winchester, Kentucky, ridden by Dale Eads. The third place winner is number 89, Barney, owned by Mr. Hall of Raven, Kentucky, ridden by John Lee Hall. The second place winner is number 88, Killer. That would be Ray Bolin of Garrett, Kentucky. And the first place winner of number 1 is number 58, Bonnie. Penelope Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky. A big hand for them, please. Okay, moving right along with the program. Kenny Schaus of LaRose, Kentucky owns Jane and Sue, a combined hitch. Okay, y'all come on now. Do your figure 8 for the judge over here. The sponsor for this class is Prater's 76 Market in Jeans and Things, Stanton, Kentucky. It's located on Highway 15, just east of Stanton, in the old convenience store. Now they have a full line of... Okay, number 80, you can be coming around. This is Bridget, owned by Billy Hurt of Wallingford, Kentucky, driven by Billy Hurt. And number 81 is Kate and Pearl, owned by Medford Pennington of Moorhead, Kentucky, and driven by the owner. It's the Round County Mule Skinner. If you don't believe it, you just look on the side of his wagon. Owned by Billy Hurt of Wallingford, Kentucky.
They can't bring it around, go out there and give it to them.
And the third place winner is the combined hitch of number 78, Mag and Mindy, and number 60, Joe and Jim. Now, Megan Mindy is owned by John Bowman of Boonville, Kentucky, and Joe and Jim is owned by Cordell Bingham. And the second place is number 81, Kate and Pearl, owned by Medford Pennington of Moorhead, Kentucky. And the first place winner is the combined hitch of number 63, Ted and Jane, and number 77, Jane and Sue. Now, Ted and Jane owned by Bruce Baker of McKee, Kentucky. Number 77, Jane and Sue owned by Kenny Schaus of La Rose, Kentucky. And there you have your novelty hitch class of the 1989 Mid-States Mule and Donkey Show. Give them a big hand, please. These fellas do.
What's number 90 Mule's name?
What's number 90 Mule's name?
Kate.
Cy Cleaver the third. I missed that there as we went down the line. Number 89 is Barney Haskell Hall of Raven, Kentucky, ridden by John Lee Hall. And what'd you say, Judge? Walk? Run walk. He wants them to run walk. Run walk, please. This class is sponsored by Lutz and Adams Hardware Store in Clay City, Kentucky. Lutz and Adams Hardware Store, Highway 15 in Clay City, Kentucky. If you're in need of hardware or plumbing supplies, building supplies, homeowner supplies, you check with Lutz and Adams in Clay City, Kentucky. You're going to find what you need at Lutz and Adams Hardware Store, Clay City, Kentucky. Walk them. Take them down to a walk once again. Walk. Pleasure class. The number 6 horse is number 90, Kate, Ricky Davidson, Sand Gap, Kentucky, ridden by Bud Markham. And number 5 is the number 68 horse, Trixie, Cy and Judy Cleaver of Paris, Kentucky, ridden by Cy Cleaver.
Funny looking horse, ain't he?
The 4th place winner is number 66, Clementine. That's Cy and Judy Cleaver of Paris, Kentucky, ridden by Cy Cleaver III. The 3rd place winner is number 142, Rojo, owned by Ricky Davidson of Sand Gap, Kentucky, and ridden by same. The 2nd place winner is number 95, Mandy, the yellow Mandy. That's Ricky Davidson of Sand Gap, Kentucky, ridden by Blake Moore. And the number 1 mule in the walking mule pleasure class this afternoon is number 74, Bell. That's Bill Lynch of Tyner, Kentucky, ridden by Sammy Banks. A big hand for all of these folks, would you please? A good job. Because I'm the world's worst at pronouncing names, as some of you can attest, probably from last year and the year before. In this class we have number 50, Joseph, owned by Mike. That's Tom Woodyard, Warsaw, Kentucky.
Hat
And,
suits.
Tom's driving. Babette. Number 75. Walk. Put them back to a walk, please. Class number 30 here at the Mid-States Mule and Donkey Show. The 6th place winner is number 83, Susie, owned by Gene Allison of Arvin, Illinois, and ridden by Sandy Faulkner. The 5th place winner is number 85, Pete, owned by Jim and Sharon Cable of Campton, Kentucky, and driven today by Jim. The 4th place winner is number 75, Mandy, Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky. The 3rd place is number 59, Babette, Tom Woodyard of Warsaw, Kentucky. And the 2nd place winner is number 84, Blackjack, Gene Allison, Arvin, Illinois. And the 1st place winner in the single driving mule class here this afternoon is number 70, Midnight Blue, owned by Alice and Keith Alt of Chillicothe, Ohio. Big hand for all of these people, would you please? They've done a real good job.
Good going, Alan. Ooh. Thank you.
Looks like we're going to have some tack changes and costume changes coming up here before the next class. So, broker, Parkway Realty, Main Street in Stanton. Mm-hmm. If you'll notice over in the brown trailer right directly in front, or not the brown trailer, but the brown tent, Debbie Pelfrey will make you up a license plate. All you Mid-States Mule and Donkey Association members, go over and take a look at the license plates that she can make up for you, that you can put on your trailers or on your trucks or your automobiles. It's a good looking license plate. Go over and take a look at them and visit with them. We have one here that I'm looking at now. It's got a clear cover over it, and it's got a picture of a donkey on it, and it says Mid-States Mule and Donkey Association. A real pretty license plate for your trailer. Winchester, Kentucky, Tim's riding Lucille today. Number 89, I believe it is, just passing by is Barney. Haskell Hall, Raven, Kentucky, ridden by John Lee Hall. Number 50 is Moonshine, owned by Michelle Ferris, I guess it is, of West Alexandria, Ohio. And they're going past so fast I can't keep up with them. Number 68, just passing by, is Clementine. That's Cy and Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. Cy's on Clementine today. Walk, please. The judge wants him to walk. Number 74 is Bell. That would be owned by Bill Lynch of Tyner, Kentucky. And Bill's riding Bell today. Number 82 is Lucille. Tim Gayhart of Winchester, Kentucky. Number 91 is Clarabelle. Dallas Osborne Jr. of Winchester, Kentucky, ridden by Dale Eads. Walk. Judge. Western Pleasure Class, Mule or Donkey. And the 6th place winner is number 50, Moonshine, Michelle Ferris of West Alexandria, Ohio. The 5th place winner is number 75, Mandy, Sheila Bryant, McKee, Kentucky. 4th place winner is number 68, Clementine, Cy and Judy Cleaver of Paris, Kentucky. 3rd place winner is number 88, Honey, Ray Bowen of Garrett, Kentucky. The 2nd place winner is number 82, Lucille, Tim Gayhart, Winchester, Kentucky. And number 1 is 85, Pete, Jim and Sharon Cable, Campton, Kentucky. A big hand, please, for all these participants. They did a real good job. Thank you all for participating. You all did a good job.
Yeah, what did you say there? What about that?
Okay, class number 32 coming up here. That's the double mule. If you need a loan for any purpose, you be sure and check with the folks at the Powell County Bank here in Powell County at Main Street, and the branch bank, of course, on Highway 15. All the proceeds of the 8th Annual Kentucky and Mid-States Mule and Donkey Show today is going to the Powell County FFA alumni here in Powell County. Now, the Powell County FFA Alumni Association plenty of tickets left for the Nellie Meadows print and also for the raffle mule. Who will it be? It's a hard decision. I wouldn't want to have this judge's job here this afternoon. Second place winner is number 81, Caton Pearl, Medford Pennington of Moorhead, Kentucky. And the only one left out here would have to be the winner. That's number 84, Susie and Ginger, Gene Allison, Irvin, Illinois. A big hand for these folks. Isn't that a sharp little wagon there?
Move. Thank you. Thank you.
Kentucky, Teresa Havens and Tammy Simpson will be riding Honey. Number 82 is Lucille. Tim Gayhart, Winchester, Kentucky. Tim Gayhart and Gene Emery will be doing the riding. Number 89 is Barney Haskell Hall of Raven, Kentucky. Haskell Hall and John Lee Hall will be riding Barney. Clara Bell is number 91. Dallas Osborne Jr. of Winchester, Kentucky. Kay and Dale Eads will be doing the riding. And number 74 is Bell, owned by Bill Lynch of Tyner, Kentucky. And that's ridden by James Lynch and William Banks. Now the object of this is for the rider in front, of course, has to keep. How many have we got out here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, riders, keep your hands down. You can't. The one in the back has to keep their hands down. Trot them now. Trot. You got to keep your hands down now on the saddle, they say. Keep the hands down on the saddle. Walk them again. You can go back to a walk now. Canter, let's go now. Hold that ball still. Walk again. You can walk now.
Is anybody empty yet?
No, but she's still cheating at the end.
It don't come out tonight.
Brother Grant! She has a...
Oh, they point. When they don't have a point, they just can't catch the ball.
Tell the ball is empty. Hold it up.
It's so. Trot. He wants them to trot now. When you empty your bottle, why, yell out, hold your bottle up, make sure the judge sees you. Trot again. Let your mules trot now.
Oh my God, to get the ribbon for the loudest drummer. Come on, burn down on that pull.
Got it. All right, there's number 4.
Is number 75, Mandy, ridden by Jim and Sheila Bryant. And number 3 is 82, Lucille, ridden by Tim Gayhart and Gene Emery. And number 2 was number 92, Bob, ridden by Junior and Greg Havens. And the winner of the Drunkard's Paradise race this afternoon was number 74, Bell, ridden by James Lynch and William Banks. What y'all think about the Drunkard's Paradise race this afternoon? Would you like to see it included on next year's program? Is everybody ready? Okay, let's go. Keep your thumb off your eggs. Hold it out. Now when you drop your egg, come to the center of the ring. Okay, the judge wants you to trot. You got to put them into a trot now. Here's where it gets interesting. Remember now, if the judge sees a thumb out on the egg or anything like that, you'll be disqualified. Or a finger or whatever. Okay, we've got one out. Good. Let's keep them on the track now. Keep them out there where they're supposed to be. That's part of it. Judge wants them to canter now. I bet we see the eggs fall now. There's one out right there.
You'll have no breakfast tomorrow.
Walk again, walk.
Mine hatched on me.
She just lost hers over there. Trot. Let him trot again. Okay, bring them around. Looks like... On the course now is number 88, Killer, ridden by Ray Boland of Garrett, Kentucky. Number 59 is Anna, ridden by Tom Woodyard of Warsaw, Kentucky. Number 68 is Clementine, owned by Cy and Judy Cleaver, Paris, Kentucky. Cy Cleaver, riding Clementine. Here you have number 75, Mandy, ridden by Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky. This is number 92, Bob, ridden by Royetta Havens of Easdale, Kentucky. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. The little mule didn't want to go, but she showed him who's boss, didn't she? How many?
him up away. Come on, Bill. Hey, Gray! Go, Tammy, go!
Come on, you lady. Come on.
What's back, Ian?
I'm full.
Huh?
I'm full.
I full. Come on. Don't hold it out. You're busted.
I'm making
Go, Gray! Gray! You defend him a little bit more, he's been speedier.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. Back. Back. Forward.
whoever wins the mouse is going to have to get their own
This is number 59, Anna, Tom Woodyard of Warsaw. This is number 58. The mule's name is Barney, ridden by Penelope Woodyard of Warsaw, Kentucky.
You are right there.
Number 89 is Barney, Haskell Hall of Raven, Kentucky.
Run out and set that cone back up, BJ.
That's number 142, Mandy Red, Ricky Davidson of Sand Gap, Kentucky.
When they start stepping on me. Did you see what kicked it? I guess you don't need me.
You said that?
I gotta move it.
There's a smart mule for you. He knocks the cone over and sets it back up.
Let me move it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do now. And then you get over here. Did you see him? I know. Just jumped over it. They don't like that. They don't like fun stuff. No, they don't like it. Hey, look at him. He just went right through it. The first one. Now this don't have any silver.
Number 95 is another Mandy, yellow, Ricky Davidson, Sand Gap, Kentucky, written by E.L. Blakemore.
Well, looks like you might not have it. He's too big. If you do it then. Well, I get to do it the next time. There isn't. You would have got to do it. They're supposed to see how high it's supposed to jump, and how they jump, the higher. I thought that was good obstacle course. They're supposed to jump over it and go down. Yeah, what do you think this pole is? Well, that looks like you can knock over it. Come on.
That's number 50, Moonshine, Michelle Ferris, West Alexandria, Ohio.
Yep, it's true. They don't like it. The first one,
Number 75,
Dang. Here comes Blackjack. And you got one. No, you can put up these. You get to do it next time. I love to see. I haven't seen fall down with it.
Number 98. I'm assuming that that's Sally. Tim Gayhart, Winchester, Kentucky.
It would mean except for the ones that are saddled up. And the ones that are stuff like that. Yeah, the ones that
That's number 82, Lucille. Tim Gayhart,
That's close,
Winchester,
Jack. You just got
Kentucky.
it backwards.
see, yeah, lock up on They couldn't. They had to fall down. They had to fall down. This was bleachers. I know, but they still they jumped. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Step down to the ground. Yeah, please. I want to do it too. Yeah. Well, you said it's... No. Yes.
You get anything extra if you knock them all down?
Yeah.
I get two. I get two. Please make it free. I want three.
I'm gonna get every one of them there.
You said he's going to get it with him. Ooh.
Mouse sword.
And coming in number 1 is number 84, Susie and Ginger, Gene Allison of Arvin, Illinois. Gene Arvin, would you come on around front here? Gene and Helen Allison, I'm sorry, of Arvin, Illinois. I knew I had an Arvin there somewhere. Are the winners of the long distance award today. They've traveled 350 miles to be here. How about a big hand for them? And that beautiful wagon and beautiful pair of mules there. Thank you all very much. Walk. Let them walk. 63, Ted and Jane, owned by Bruce Baker of McKee, Kentucky. Second place is number 78, Mag and Mandy, John Bowman of Boonville. And coming in number 1 is number 77, Jane and Sue, Kenny Schaus of LaRose, Kentucky. Let's give them a hand.
Second try.
You all watch now around the rail. Please stand back from the rail just a little bit. Sometimes these mules get a little bit wild, so we wouldn't want anybody to get hurt here this afternoon. Fifth is number 91, Clarabelle, Dallas Osborne, Winchester, Kentucky. The fourth place is number 90, Rojo, Ricky Davidson, owner. Third place is number 75, Mandy Sheila Bryant of McKee, Kentucky. Coming in second was number 89, Barney Haskell Hall of Raven, Kentucky. And number one was number 88, Killer Ray Bolin of Garrett, Kentucky. A great big hand for them.
You what?
You got first.
Yeah, she's got her hand.
I guess he does. Somebody, I don't know.
Yeah.